Hello, Al Pals. Welcome to Big Al Presents. This is, of course, Big Al, and this is Films with Friends. And the film is the 2008 monster, I don't know if we can call it classic yet, but the 2008 found footage kaiju American film, kind of America trying to create its own Godzilla. Cloverfield. That is the film. The Friends are not the Pacellis tonight. Troy and Nanette are at a friend's wedding, I think. And so they're unavailable tonight. So I have brought in a new kaiju crew. First off, Wolf 10 Media, how are you doing? And are you muted?
Not for long. Good
evening,
evening,
I was
everyone.
like, did I mute him? Because I was like, they're sure that they're muted. Welcome, sir. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. You are a super fan of kaiju and giant monsters. So who do I call when the Pacellis can't join me and I have a monster film showing? Wolf 10 Media, how are you doing, sir? Thank you for
I'm
joining.
doing good. I'll just stick to my usual icon since I cannot really pinpoint what to use.
Oh, that's fine. Cloverfield's not exactly known for its characters so much, the facial issues, or even Clover itself is kind of a hard one to get a really good face shot on because there's not a lot of scenes like that in the film. Also joining us is, of course, very much known to you people out there. He is the master blaster of Blue Wrenches, deleted scenes. How are you doing, sir?
Good evening, everyone. It's good to see you all here. I have been trying to say hello to everyone in the chat, but for whatever reason, I'm being blocked. I do want to say hello to Lady Mist and Sir Torrin Kane. I see you in the chat, and this is going to be a lot of fun.
Have you tried posting through StreamYard, or can you post through StreamYard?
I did try to do so. Yeah.
And you couldn't do it on YouTube either.
It says this comment has failed to post. So,
okay, that is weird. I have no clue. So,
neither.
it seems like Lady Miss and Sir Torrin are good to go. Geek Flag with Nate knows 1973 is here, asking what's up, people. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Like I said, we got Lady Miss saying hi to me. Thank you, Lady Miss. Sir Torrin, welcome, sir, of course. And like I said, Geek Flag with Nate knows 1973 is here. Thank you for joining us. If there's anybody else out there watching, awesome. Okay,
as usual, the movie I acquired through other means have just finished its arrival.
Oh, awesome! So you're right. You're good. You're ready to go.
Yep.
Speaking of said thing, usually Troy Pacelli does the Cosby link. He is not here, so I am trying it. I've posted the link at the top. It seems to work. Wolfie checked it out before the thing. Might be a little shaky at the beginning, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shot so people can watch it. I'm going to watch it on there with you since I don't want to add another screen or thing to to the chat. So I'm going to do the best to do Cosby. Hopefully it'll work. If it does, it'll change the game for my rewatches because I'll always be able to show the film if I have it and I'm doing it. If I do a film, I usually will have it. I don't want to do a film that I don't own. So that is another thing.
And of course, if you have your own physical copy, you can also follow along that way. So
Yep, yep. Especially if you're listening to this later and you do have a copy. Uh, oh, good follow along. Just kind of, be like you're sitting in the room with us, watching it on the couch with us, just seeing what's happening. So Cloverfield. I'm assuming you both have seen it.
Indeed.
Correct? I'm asking.
Yep, I've seen it.
Yes, I saw this first run in theaters.
Awesome.
I did see it in theaters.
I am trying to remember. I think I saw it in theaters. I honestly don't remember. It came out in 2008, which was an in-between time for me in my physical thing. I had recovered from a neck surgery, and I got to a point where I was able to go see some films in theaters, but then I got knocked down again. So I'm not really sure if I saw it there or if I saw it on television, which is really sad. There were a lot of drugs involved in hospitals there for a while, so things got lost. But I remember seeing it. I liked it because it combines two of my favorite genres, kaiju and found footage. I am a big fan of found footage. Of course, everybody knows about Blair Witch. Personally, there's a film called The Last Broadcast that I'm a big fan of.
Oh, yes.
And tons of other ones
That's
out there.
One.
Yeah, Last Broadcast, which actually came before Blair Witch. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
And it's
Very intense movie.
Yeah, I prefer its style. I should do it one day. Either on here or like a Friday night.
Yeah.
Because it's not only are you watching the found footage stuff, but you have a guy who's doing a documentary about it. So it's kind of like a documentary found footage, whereas Blair Witch Project was just you're watching the found footage with nothing else attached, which I think is why I like Last Broadcast is really and the music in it's really cool, and the main character in it's kind of.
Oh yeah, he's great.
He's awesome.
Timothy Hutton meets Michael Stipe. He's very
a little bit
interesting look to him. Yeah,
he does. He's like this very gaunt looking kind of guy. But yeah, Last Broadcast really a cool film. I'm gonna have to add that next year, or do it at some other time this year, like on a Friday. Fluff Chick Productions. Welcome. I think that's the first time I've seen. Has anybody seen Fluff Chick Productions before? Great name. I like that. That's Fluff Chick Productions. That's awesome. But yeah, so yeah, you got found footage and giant monster film. Two things I truly loved. It was kind of interesting to look into some of the history of the film, the design of the monster, try to how they wanted it to be.
History being such a mystery box in itself.
Yeah, it's they created a really great viral marketing aspect to it. All the characters in the film have had at the time a MySpace page, and the last entry was the day the film was released or the day of the attack. And they had all these other kind of, little viral marketing things, which I know a lot of people really like. When you, which I think something like Blair Witch did really well. And trying to think of some other viral marketing success stories. But yeah, you get on the internet and you get people talking. That's a good cheap way to get your film noticed, and in a good way. I mean, have them talking in a good way.
I still remember how well they were able to get away with much shown footage without showing the monster.
Yeah, and that's a real good thing. You want to keep people. You want people to know what it's about, but you still want that surprise, that shock value. Of course, the first promos show the head of the Statue of Liberty being being thrown into the middle of the street, and that one little special effect shot got people talking. And so, yeah, when it came out, it was
not
a
really
pretty
the
good
actual
hit.
size of the Statue of Liberty head.
Yeah, because they made it bigger because it's actually relatively small in comparison to what people think it is.
Well, I was thinking the opposite. I thought it wasn't big enough. Interesting.
No, they made it bigger. They had to make it bigger because they used for inspiration. They used the Escape from New York poster.
Oh, wow.
Everybody remembers that poster with the Snake Plissken in front of the head of the Statue of Liberty. But we've talked about it enough. Let's go ahead and watch it now. Okay, bear with me here. I'm doing this totally new, but let's go to the Cosby link.
Now. I believe in you.
I believe I have. I believe in fairies. I do believe in fairies.
I believe in Santa Christ.
Okay. So yeah, if you're watching along with Cosby, that's what I'm watching. So you're seeing it as I see it. You're 2 seconds in. Mine's saying -1, -1, -40. I don't know what that means, but when I hit play a while ago, it's kind of started. So if everybody's ready,
thing and it might switch the numbers like on YouTube on your phone. Sometimes if you're watching YouTube on the phone, you click on the where the timer is. Sometimes it switches.
YouTube on a phone drives me nuts on my phone. Because it like wants to make itself small down in the corner, and I don't want it to. I hit the X, darn it. That means I want it to go away. Okay, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
You ready to delete the scenes?
I'm ready.
Okay, time for Cloverfield to attack in 3, 2, 1, play.
What starts it?
Still black. Okay, there's some.
The Bad Robot logo.
Wait. Oh no, mine restarted again. What's going on?
I'm at the very beginning. I'm at Paramount. But
I'm having technical
way ahead of us.
Is anybody seeing this on Cosby? Mine keeps repeating.
Uh-oh.
Forgive me. Bear with me. Let's see what's going on here. I don't know.
Should we pause and go back to the beginning here?
It started at 1. Okay, now it's back at
pausing.
1.
I'm going
back. Now, yeah. Yeah, it did something weird. I'm at the 10-second mark, and the stars are just starting to fly into from the top.
Did you start at the beginning again? Because
I had to start it. Yeah, it kept repeating until, remember those weird numbers I was talking about? Yeah. It got to all zeros, and then it kept playing. So bear with me, guys. Like, this is the first time I've done this. You guys pretty much the same mark.
I'm at 0.
Okay, well let's go for it and we'll see what happens. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, stars are flying in. There's Paramount.
I'm legit on a full thing. So it starts black on mine and then goes to stars and Paramount.
Okay, Bad Robot logo.
Yeah, you guys are going to be ahead of me yet again.
Yeah, okay, there he goes. And there he was again. And Bad Robot. Now, do I have any sound?
I have sound.
I have like a boom sound.
Yep. What about you, Delete It?
I'm at 41 seconds, 42, 43.
I'm at 45.
Okay.
46,
okay, and now we're getting U.S. Department of Defense, DOD. Document U.S. Government X 8810B49. Multiple sightings of case designated Cloverfield. Camera retrieved incident site US 447, area formerly known as Central Park. Right there, it sets you up.
Yeah.
It's like formerly known as Central Park. Like, it's not there anymore.
We'll find out why soon enough. But of course, we gotta go into Saturday morning romance scene.
This does play like a soap opera for about the first 20 minutes, and then boom, time.
6:22.
Now, I do like one little note. Everybody says, would a camera really last this long? We do know that the little memory things have about 80 minutes, which is about the runtime of this film. So, in that way, it kind of works.
You're also dealing with multiple cameras at a couple of points too. So,
yeah. Anybody who's watching on Cosme, let me know if you're seeing it all right. Are you hearing it all right?
And for whatever reason, I seem to be blocked from the chats. So I don't know if anybody is seeing anything that I've put in there.
We got some skin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of skin. I mean, yeah, nice shoulder. I love God. I've said it before, but I love shoulders on a woman.
I'm a leg man mostly.
But look, the way her shoulder, I just like the curve of a shoulder.
I love the curve of a thigh to a knee.
Geekflex saying, do we hear the rumor about Netflix buying Paramount? And if that happens, let's hope they sever all ties with Bad Robot.
First I'm hearing of it, but I wouldn't be shocked.
I do know I am still waiting for my pirate site to get the third episode of Strange New Worlds. You guys been to New York?
Yes.
No. I did have dreams of scaling up to the World Trade Center, but we all know that dream is now dashed.
Ooh, Crunch Bar.
Get camera number 2 here.
This is shot on my birthday. This is recorded on my birthday.
Oh, May 22nd?
Yep.
4 days before mine.
And of course we get the flat. I like how they do the flashbacks here. It's like the recording.
You kind of, you get to kind of get familiar with the people. You get to know, just going through their daily lives. Mm-hmm. And if you went to the movie and you're seeing this, you know that their lives are about to be interrupted in a very significant way.
And anybody who's seen any found footage movie before this knows that found footage movies tend not to end well.
Yeah, very rarely. That's T.J. Miller, I believe.
T.J. Miller.
Yeah. All the actors really have gone on to do very well.
And I know that his character, T.J. Miller's character, tends to annoy a number of people who've seen this movie. I think you kind of warm up to him by the end.
like him.
I like him, yeah. Because everybody knows somebody like that.
Yeah.
Well, his main mode is panic. I don't understand how that's annoying. Especially in a situation that's going to come up soon.
There's a guy from Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name offhand.
Charlie
I should know because he was in
no,
Under the Dome.
his glasses. Shades.
Yeah.
Shades from Luke
Shades.
Cage.
Yeah, Shades.
There's
what's
Theo
his
Rossi
name?
from
Yeah.
Sons of
Theo
Anarchy.
Rossi. Yeah.
Yep. She's in
Jessica
something
Lucas.
too.
Yeah, like I said, they've all gone on to like. There's been Lizzie Kaplan's in this too.
Oh, Lizzie. Yeah. Jessica Lucas, who was, of course, in the DeFetti Alvarez version of Evil Dead.
Yeah. She was the one that cut her mouth open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am blanking on this actor's name. The guy who plays Jason, the brother. He was the star of the Under the Dome TV series. Why am I blanking on his name?
Like you get that little indication of the crush he has on Lizzie Kaplan's character.
Oh yeah, and how could you not?
I know, man. She's gorgeous.
She's my favorite out of the bunch.
Yeah.
I think she did kind of win over the Cloverfield audience.
Well, they're a comedy couple. This movie kind of starts out like it's like a CW series or something. It's like an episode of Felicity or something, and then
so no one told you life was gonna be this way. Sounds like it looks like a Friends episode.
Yeah.
Oh, let me turn down my volume. That's high.
Six Flags has been to New York twice. Great place to visit. Wouldn't want to live there. Have to have a lot of money to live there, from what I hear.
I don't want to live there at all. I don't even want to visit.
I would go for the pizza and like the deli. I'd do basically a food tour.
This looks like a yuppie party.
Well, it is. It's a party I would not be invited to.
It was a party I do not want to be in.
Well, she doesn't want to be there either, which is the funny thing about it.
Yeah, I remember me and a couple of friends were with another friend who took us to this house party. And we were like, what are we going to do here? We don't know anybody or anything. Well, my friend ends up being the bartender. And so we're sitting there with the bartender guy going, let's try one of these, because they had a fully stocked bar. We were making all these obscure cocktails that nobody even talks about anymore. So, make the fun you can.
I like this exchange. It sounds organic. Her reaction, her facial expression.
Yeah.
It sounds very authentic. She walks off.
Yeah.
It's like she's trying to see herself as something pretty bad, maybe.
Yeah. If you look through the kind of these background characters, a number of them showed up in J.J. Abrams shows later on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Lost and Alias and just a couple of Firefly people in there, and
I haven't seen it yet, or I don't know, it might have already happened, but somewhere there's supposed to be a Dharma Initiative poster.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of. There are actually a few references to Lost and buried.
Also, there's a Slusho shirt, which was a drink from Alias.
Yep.
Yeah, lots of little callbacks to the JJ verses. I kind of like this. Like Joss Whedon would do the same thing. You'd have use a lot of the same people, have some same references.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, like I said, there are a couple of Firefly references kind of buried in this movie as well. So
yeah.
He's drunk.
There you go.
Yeah, phone. You gotta have that phone. Somebody protect that girl.
yeah, there's
Did that
actually a backstory to the girl who's passed out, and she's supposed to be like a Dharma Initiative person.
did that girl have a nipple slip?
No, no. There's
Now I'll
No,
have
no.
to
no
go back and
nipples.
watch it again later.
The black girl that just leaned over. I think I saw her. I think
Oh,
there was
did
a
she?
wardrobe malfunction. Yeah,
Damn, I missed it.
I could be seeing. I could be seeing something. But like, as soon as she leaned over, I thought I saw something pointy where her chest area was. I could be seeing things. Not saying I'm looking for any sort of nip slip or
Yeah.
any kind of thing. Just
No,
something that
no,
caught my
not checking that out at all there, Wolfie.
Yeah.
right,
That's a nice.
right,
That's a
right.
nice. That's a nice bit there between the brothers. She shows up with like this random guy, and it's like, who's this asshole? You know?
I relate to Jason because he's the older brother, and I usually relate to the older brothers, or at least identify with the older brothers in many mediums, be it cartoons, anime, movies. It's like if I know who's the older brother, I just immediately relate to him
Yeah.
or identify to him.
And you buy that they're brothers, and
Yep.
you don't believe it in a lot of movies, but you buy it here.
Well, the way how they're casted and the way how their hair is stylized, you could easily tell
Yeah.
that they're brothers. Shows in certain areas nowadays don't really do enough detailing like that to really showcase. They have to
Oh,
tell you they're brothers.
I like that little shot there. It flashed back to April
Mhm.
because it tells you that there's some weirdness in the memory card or whatever it is they've got.
Sake.
Geek Flag is saying the first time I went to Toys R Us in Times Square, and they had Christian Bale's Batmobile on display. That thing is more awesome in real life. I don't doubt it.
Oh, the tumbler,
Cool. Yeah.
the tank mobile.
Dude looks like a freaking pussy.
Yeah. Odette Justman, something like that. Odette Annabelle now, because she's gotten married since this movie. And I'm trying to remember that.
Wasn't she the one that was on Supergirl? She played
Uh,
Rain or something? Or am I thinking of another one on here?
She might have been. I didn't watch Supergirl. But what I remember her from the most, other than this movie, is a movie called, I think it was called Operation Endgame or something like that, where this group of assassins gets locked in this underground facility, and they've all been ordered to kill each other.
I've heard about that.
It's all right. It's not a great movie, but it's watchable. And Sir Torrin is confirming she wasn't Supergirl. So, okay.
Yeah, I think she played Rain or something. Gorgeous
Yeah.
girl. We'll say that.
Oh yeah. This is one of those everybody shot out of a cannon movies. And of course, there's a Slush Show references T-shirt. Not on camera. Why wouldn't I tell you? Who the fuck are you?
This is why.
Yeah. No.
Nobody ever gave me a going away present that good.
Hey, what are y'all looking at?
That is a douche move, though. Tell everybody that.
Look, I planned this party. I will not have you two screwing it up. So Torrin Clegane dropping some knowledge that she was also in a movie called The Unborn. Yes, where people got all bent out of shape about the poster, mostly because it showed off how good she looked in her underwear. Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Okay, check out poster for The Unborn. Put that
Yeah, I
on
remember
my agenda. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh.
Magic moment time. And yeah.
Shit's
Plane
about
shot.
to get real, folks.
And here we go.
This actually made my heart skip a beat.
Because, of course, this
Like
was
an MP hit it.
not too long after a certain
Yeah.
incident.
7 years.
That was still very
2008.
fresh. Yeah.
But yeah, still.
Yeah. Well, that's one way of putting it.
So everybody to the roof. I was saying this today. It's like it is amazing in cities because I'm from a very rural area. I really don't know of any buildings in my entire county that have more than 4 floors. Maybe like a medical building that might have something like that, but you probably count them on one hand. Whoa, nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, love it.
Incoming. HUD falls on his ass, number one. Take a drink every time he does that, and you will be sloshed by the end of the movie.
Or dead.
Wow. Oosh. That was so
And
cool.
Here we go.
They beheaded the Statue of Liberty.
Excuse me, ma'am, you can't park there. She is.
Oh,
She is
you
from
get
France. Yeah.
you kind of get that first look.
Yeah. Yep.
Ah.
There it goes. Now, if this were
Oh,
the
of course.
2014 Godzilla, you wouldn't see it again for another 2 hours.
Am I one of the few that actually like that movie?
What, 2014 Godzilla?
Yeah,
It was better than 98. I'll give it that.
it
Oh
was.
yeah, I liked Godzilla. Yeah, 2014. It was a little long, but I enjoyed it.
And of course, this is
98.
another visual callback to 9/11.
Yeah.
Take a drink every time. He always says Rob.
Well, he's not lying. He is the first one to technically see it out of the group.
It's kind of think of
Yeah.
kind of think about what would you do if you were in this situation.
And Jason just pretty much goes into like action guy mode right away. And of course, the total devastation.
Yeah.
And there's Marlena, who got trapped outside.
You're a little behind me, I think, because of all that issue at the beginning.
Yeah, you're ahead of us. But yeah, she got an eyewitness. She bear witness to it.
Basically, I got the three girls sitting there, and they're tending.
Yeah.
I asked him, what was it? There's a little not a bad little flashback to have. Her pretty face.
Yeah.
Why do they always go to the bridge? That's the first thing monsters rip down.
The point is, it's still here. I love that line. The point is, it's still here.
Yeah. But think about it. Godzilla, bridge goes down. Pacific Rim, bridge goes down.
Oh, right. In the beginning. Right. Prologue.
And there's the line. It was eating people. So we know this thing is not messing around.
No. Well, I love all the added elements to it, too. You haven't really found out about it yet. The little parasites.
Mm-hmm.
You got traumatized people in the ambulances. That was very horrifying to hear.
And if you ever saw Shin Godzilla, that version of Godzilla has parasites as well.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't seen all of it. I've seen a lot of scenes, but I need to watch that. I did watch Shin Ultraman, though.
I still need to watch Shin Ultraman. I did not like Shin Godzilla though.
Shin Godzilla, what I've seen, I mean, it's intriguing, but I don't like the fact that they call it Godzilla. It's something else.
Well, the thing is, it's more. The problem with Shin Godzilla is more of the social commentary that took more precedence
Yeah,
than the actual creature itself.
Oh, okay.
And my main
it's
issue with the design is the fact that there's barely any, if at all, any articulation of the body when it goes into its more powerful form. That and there's too many boardroom meetings that really just trying to emulate the Gojira boardroom meetings, which they fail on because
Although I
nothing.
will say its breath weapon is nasty.
Yeah, everybody highlights that, but even then, I was not impressed by that either. I don't know how I was unimpressed by Atomic Breath, but somehow they made it possible.
Well,
Probably because they remind me of Evangelion, and I was
it was
not.
more like a laser almost. It was
Yeah,
so s- small and focused.
the thing is,
Now I liked it when when it was dumping out the black goo
yeah,
stuff. That was a cool concept.
that's
Uh
what
oh.
they should have
Well,
stopped
boom,
at
boom.
that.
I told you, get off the bridge.
Now, my main criticism of this movie is the fact that it seemed to be following them everywhere they go.
Oh, Geek Flag. I just saw a thing about the unborn poster being different in America. Darn feminist. Told you.
and
And
goodbye,
there goes
Jason.
Jason.
That sound always freaks me out a little bit. That twang, twang of the cables breaking.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is, it pretty much does it by accident because it's its tail that takes out
Yeah,
the
well, the
bridge.
whole concept of Clover is it's kind of it's freaking out because
Yeah,
it's scared.
it's a
It's a
child
it's a
basically.
baby.
Yeah,
It's a baby. It's scared. It doesn't know where it is, and it's freaking out. And I love the concept of that because it gives you a little bit of sympathy for it.
Yep.
even though it's already taken out most of the people we've met so far.
Yeah, you just get that core group,
Yeah,
and they're
because
all at their party best too.
yeah, because another behind the scenes thing that I read was when you go back to all of the people who are at the party, how many of them are missing, presumed dead at the end of it.
And of course, looters.
Well, yeah. Congratulations, you are now France.
And then Antifa shows up in the background. Some hardcore acting he's doing right now, where he's got the face of trauma in his
Yeah,
face.
shock, trauma. Um, like I say, he lost his brother.
You
It's
literally
everything.
see they at least saw the creature too, so it's like at first they saw it from far away, but now they got a close up shot of it. We didn't see it; we only saw his tail, but they saw it. See now in a disaster like this, I would not be taking a damn TV. I'd be taking as much food as I can and water. He clipped half of that bridge.
I like this. You get to see a little bit of Clover. It's nice keeping it under wraps. Don't want to show it too quick. It's the Jaws rule. You don't show the shark
Have you seen Colossal
early.
yet?
No, and I will. Straight up front. It will be eventually. I'm eventually going to do a rewatch of it. Well, or for me, a first time watch. I was
Right.
going to have Colossal be the War of the Gargantua spot, but when Troy and Nanette weren't able to do it, I switched it to pure Toho for you,
Okay.
Wolfie. So I went old school Toho. But yeah, I've been wanting to watch Colossal.
Again, if you're gonna lose some food and water, what are you gonna do with all that sound systems and TVs? Aside from borrowing
Oh yeah.
should the apocalypse happen.
Here where we start to see the parasites.
Oh yeah. Surprised they survived the fall.
So let's
Now
risk
we-
our lives to save the woman who broke up with me because I slept with her once and didn't call her back.
Yeah, but you got to be a man. You got to be
Yeah.
sure. You got to go
You gotta.
after her.
Yeah.
Especially,
I mean, I'm sure they start off as
especially a girl
friends.
that hot. Please.
I'm sure they start off as friends and then lovers and then try to make it official. So of course you're gonna have some sort of pair bond with that person.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't hate her. They're in a very weird place, but he definitely.
I often ask, what happened to Travis?
We never find out. I assume he's probably
Dead.
he
If
could have
nothing else-
evacuated out. Who knows? But
She probably just dumped him right there that night the moment they got home. Or
yeah,
rather,
because he's
probably
obviously
dropped her
not with her. So
off. Yeah, especially in the when they find it
Oh,
later on.
I may be wrong now. I'm not sure, but I think I read something about a guy a guy got out of town before the attack, and it might have been Travis.
She's speaking fast, but I like the way how he tells her to shut up. She's being sensible, but that's human drama right there.
The guy speaking Ukrainian. He's trying to find his daughter.
he's been in a lot of movies. That guy, Russian actor, Russian American actor.
And now they're in the middle of a firefight.
I always like this one shot where freaking Marlena just books it, just straight books it. Like she has her hands on her head, but then like the moment he turns and spots her, she just straight guns it. I was like, "Yep, that's what I would have done. That's what I would have done. I would have gunned it. The moment the bullets start flying, gun it. I'm gone." It's like Marlene, you became my favorite character now. So she was the first one that just guns it.
Yeah. Because, like I said, she's the character who's basically trapped in this Felicity episode that she doesn't want to be in, and then now she's basically Godzilla on the ground. I was in the middle of this genre sitcom-y thing that I didn't want to be there for anyway, and now this shit.
Yeah.
There we go. And our first real look.
Yeah. Of course, HUD down again.
Heads down again, and
He sure is
FYI
one clumsy oaf.
well,
What are you gonna say?
in his defense, that was pretty much the explosion that did that. So that was really on him.
Right.
That was the.
What's the FYI?
Oh, I was going to say as a joke, FYI, Marlena didn't look back, HUD. She just kept running. Like you said, she's the one who just books it the hell out of there.
Mm-hmm. That's why she'll be always for my favorite character in this movie because of that scene. Man, she's the one that flights.
I like reading when Lizzie Kaplan was auditioning for the role. She thought it was a rom-com. and because they didn't give any of them the script until they signed on. She signed on to found out she was in a monster movie.
I think she says something later in the movie that kind of references that. Kind of like sounds like a nod.
Well, up to that point, she had been pretty much in comedies. Up to this point.
Any other movies she's been in? Or shows?
There's a thing called Party Down that's about caterers. She's in that. She's in the new Fatal Attraction series.
What? There's a movie.
Oh yeah, she's the nut bar.
Yeah.
She's got the Glenn Close role.
There's Masters of Sex, which was on I think Showtime.
Oh,
Masters
that. I saw some of her in that. Yeah. Well, actually, I saw a lot of her in that.
Yeah. I need to go back and see that.
Me too.
But
I also know that Rose McKiver was in that too.
Oh God. Oh yeah.
Zombie.
I would not ghost her. Waka waka waka. If anybody gets that one. Yeah, Rose. I still love the fact she was a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. She's a Power Ranger, zombie, and now she sees ghosts. And she was a princess at Christmas time.
She was also Tinkerbell, if I recall.
Was she? Oh yeah, she was Tinkerbell.
Nice moment here. In so many movies today, whenever a character dies, it just gets blown off or even straight up forgotten about. But here it kind of matters when they start getting killed.
She is scared out of her mind.
Oh yeah.
That 500 stare, that 500-yard stare, and then
she
turns and looks at him. Like the more she turns and looks at him, like you see those eyes widen like that. She is scared out of her mind.
Well, she has great eyes for that. She has those big, very expressive eyes. So when they do open, it's like boom. They're very expressive.
Very expressive, especially on the side shot of her right here. Where she's looking at the ceiling, and then she relaxes again. I gotta give credit to her. She's doing her all acting in this.
Yeah, they all do a very good job.
Yeah,
I don't think most people focus on the fact that it's a monster movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they give enough credit to the actors in this. They really got some good actors.
What really upsets me when it comes to kaiju films, when people always talk about kaiju films, they always want to blow off the human characters.
Oh yeah.
every single time. I was like, seriously, what is your problem with humans in giant monster movies?
Well,
It's supposed to give you a sense of scale.
I think the main issue there is that they don't. The human characters in these movies are not always written very well. The difference here is you have Drew Goddard, a guy who can, one of the few in Hollywood who can actually put a sentence together, you know.
Yeah.
So he's somebody whose scripts tend to hinge on character development. I mean, look at the Bad Times at El Royale.
Yeah, I've seen that movie.
Yeah. So,
Now, some people have made issue with the fact that he's still got cell service, but I read that the subway system has like a separate cell ability for emergencies. So it makes perfect sense that that could be the only place that has cell reception.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that struck a nerve. She's a Marlene Superman fan confirmed. Yeah. I felt that. That. It's like you don't know you don't know Super like whoa, that's a genuine Superman fan.
What do you think of the new casting?
Sasha Cale?
No,
No,
for Superman. I forget what his name is, but
David Cornsweet.
yeah. And then Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. I actually think that's good casting for Lois.
Yeah, I'm
Actually,
going to go
what
deeper
production?
into that tomorrow night.
and I think it's going to be a wait and see. But he is definitely going to need some protein powder. He needs to build up a little bit. Ah! Follow the rats.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that guy in Titanic. If that's the way the rats are going, that's good enough for me.
There's a lot of them.
And yes, Troy, if you watch this show later on, I did mention Titanic. Sorry.
What did he ask you to mention Titanic?
No, he hates that movie with a passion.
Oh.
As funny as many times I've seen Titanic, I remember so very little of it.
Oh.
And yeah, this is a scene that really like made my skin
Yeah.
crawl.
This is a Lovecraftian nightmare.
Everybody's saying, "What? He's just telling them run, damn it!" Huh? Good kick on him. Oh, I hate that
Things are
sound.
so darn freaky looking. I hate bugs anyway.
Good on
Marlena
Marlene.
saves her,
This is when you want a
and
flamethrower.
she gets bit.
Is that a pipe she grabbed?
Yeah.
A little.
I hate that
Little
little
glitch.
sound. Hey, she got scratched.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't notice that as many times I've seen this.
Well, that's why what happens.
Well, that last
Ouch.
Godzilla Kong did focus way too much on the humans, and they bent over backwards to write in Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Brown should never have been in that movie.
No, that was.
It was a waste of space.
I like the Kong human story.
It should have
But
been on them
God's,
mostly.
yeah, the Godzilla humans side, the Millie Bobby, the boy, and the guy, that was unnecessary.
Well, and I'm not saying I didn't like the movie because I liked it for what it was.
Me too.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
My problem with it was it felt like there was a movie missing between Godzilla King of the Monsters and Godzilla versus Kong because of the jump in technology. It doesn't get explained.
Exactly. She's still leaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's leaking bad.
A bit deep.
I still want like an alternate universe movie with these two characters.
One thing I'll say about Godzilla vs. Kong, or at least the human element to the MonsterVerse, really, I think I'm gonna make a video on why that is. There's a lot of disconnect. I think Monarch should have been the glue to keep it all together, and not just some random people that just get recruited into Monarch, or just Monarch happens to be near these people. And the biggest disappointment was Monarch not being factored into Godzilla vs. Kong, because they're supposed to be the shield of the MonsterVerse, right?
Yeah.
I think who I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the casting of it, but I hope Rebecca Hall returns. I loved her character and the little girl, and Skarsgård too. I like that trio.
That was interesting, having Skarsgård into the Jeff Goldblum part, basically.
Yeah,
that was interesting.
But then again, Rebecca Hall, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of hers. I love Rebecca Hall.
Got in there, King Kong.
Oh yeah. Have you seen The Night House?
Yes, excellent film.
Good one. Yeah.
Still need to see it. There's a lot of movies that intrigue me that I still need to see.
Because I think the first time I ever really knew it was from that, Rebecca Hall was the Wonder Woman film.
The Professor Marsden.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She played the wife.
Right. Did not see that movie. Though I do not want to explore that man's life at all.
He was a twisted pretzel, that guy.
Just saying, I respect his
It's a good movie,
viewpoints.
though. It's a good movie.
Not. I don't know, man.
I don't know how they depict him in the movie, but
I mean, it's Luke Evans, but still.
Yeah,
and Luke Evans does a good job being a sexy guy, So seeing him and stuff like this, it just comes with her. She's sick.
She's not feeling well.
Why do you need your guns raised? They're not terrorists.
But they could be like looters, or you don't know. You have to protect yourself.
Oh yeah. Now that you mention it, yeah, they could have been gangbangers or what have you. They probably had some problems and some run-ins with some randos trying to steal medical supplies. He said, "We don't know what it is, but it's winning." I love that line too. That's another line I love.
Oh man.
Guy looked like he was dissected, or rather, he exploded from the inside out.
Gee, I wonder why.
I'm surprised they're not telling him to turn the camera off.
Chris Mulkey.
Is that really him?
Yeah,
he's a good actor. Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff. He's a good
white guy or
character.
black guy?
White guy.
Okay. Oh, fine. Somebody
Yeah,
said get
there
that.
you go. Yeah.
He's still recording, but they should have confiscated it, and that would have been the end of the movie right there.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
The military would not bend over backwards for this guy. Uh-oh.
Poor Marlena.
But that was important information we could have had yesterday. Okay.
She's spitting out blood.
Oh!
Yeah, that horrified me.
That is a nasty way to go.
Hmm
This thing exploded.
Though I feel like that whole effect is unnecessary. It's like they
What?
bite you and then you pop like a balloon.
Uh,
It's like you
Basically,
think
yeah.
they just bite you and try to eat you, but like then you're telling me that they have enzymes that will make you pop?
It's basically like a
Well, not
something
enzymes, but like some
like
sort
a
of
like a venom or something.
yeah. Why would something need that if they're carnivorous, if nothing else?
well, they're parasites. So, I mean, think of like all the diseases a mosquito carries.
Right.
That's basically what they're like lice uh, or fleas to clover. Well, the group's getting smaller.
Man, that's weird how the military bent over backwards for them for that.
Well, the one guy kind of
You
just
Yeah.
got
me on him, basically.
you got to give this girl cred. She's still rocking the heels.
Despite her kind of stumbling a little bit on them. And HUD, poor HUD. You see him just stop right there. He's just distraught.
Well, Hud just lost his,
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
know,
saying. A good friend that saved his life, and yeah, he's distraught over it.
come on, grab the horse.
And Lily loses it there because she invited her to the party when she kind of knew she didn't want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, shit, I got her into this.
I got, oh shit.
Not only how do you get up there, how is it still up there?
Yeah.
Why should they ever listen to you?
Well, they haven't so far, so.
Would you really trust an elevator?
Hell to a
No.
no. I always walk up and down the stairs, no matter what. Well, depending on where I'm going, of
Well,
course.
I have to because I'm in a wheelchair, but
Right.
in this
For me,
situation,
yeah, hell no. I'm saying if I had to go to a hospital that's like several stories, to visit somebody in the hospital, several stories. Of course, I'm gonna take the elevator.
Yeah, she took off the heels.
Finally. She has some cute feet.
Yeah. Everybody knows about me and feet.
Mm-hmm.
I love bare feet.
Thank you, Quentin.
Professor Geek always gave me stuff about that. Where I was like, oh, she's got cute feet. After that, I was like branded as the guy with the foot fetish.
Well, she's carrying her heel. She's doing the walk of shame without the shame.
So now they've decided to walk up the other building and cross into Beth's
The
building.
crumbling building.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going up the good building, getting into the bad building to try to save the girl. But yeah, but
And
what was I thinking of? I lost my train of thought.
you gotta appreciate the set dressing here.
They did, yeah,
Yeah, this is not a badly made movie at all.
no, and you know what? Even if there were like flaws and issues, the fact that it's dark covers a lot of sins.
Mm-hmm. I like how he talks her into it.
Mhm.
Like there's a sense of fear. There's definitely a sense of fear on trying to cross over to one building to that rooftop right there.
I sure hell
She's-
wouldn't want to be doing it.
And she's doing it without her shoes. So imagine how that rooftop feel. Look, get your ass in there.
That was a good little edit.
Was that an edit?
Well, there's like a little quick little stop.
Right. Hey, quit looking at my can.
And there go the F-18s.
They're not loud enough. It's almost like Uncharted.
I still remember the first time I kind of realized what the speed of sound was. I was at an air show, and suddenly, like over top of me, I see this plane, and I'm like, "What was that?" And then I hear, "Oh!" I get that like jet sound a, a little bit after it.
Try
I was like, "Oh, that's what that means."
you're at the air show. I'm like close to that every day at work.
Yeah,
Either I hear a VTOL flying over here. Oh, she traded her heels for some new shoes. But yeah, I be seeing VTOLs landing. I see all kind of old school planes like B-14s and sometimes I'll see F-18s, F-14s flying overhead.
I like a VTOL. VTOLs are cool.
Same thing with the Black Hawks and all manner, even Apaches. I see Apaches be flying over for test flights or test runs or something like that. I work at a Navy base.
It,
On a
it's
Navy
amazing.
base.
It's
Sorry.
amazing in all the destruction they find her.
She should be dead already.
But it's destiny that he finds her.
Alive, no less. Oh, speaking of airbase, you want to know what airbase I work? Or yeah, you want to know what airbase I work on?
What?
The exact same airbase they filmed Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Yep, that same model jet before the gate. That's where I work, or at least in that one location. That's where I used to work. Because no sooner you enter that through that gate, once you turn right, sorry left, There's a movie theater right there, and I used to work at the movie theater there. Oh, this part always had me cringe.
Uh, oh, yeah.
You're not supposed to do that, by the way.
That does sound awful.
You're supposed to cut that off first, but they don't got no tools or
I
let
guess.
alone time for that.
Uh-oh.
I love how she's rubbing her back and cradling her.
Here he comes, walking down the street.
As if it was not done with that location.
Well, it's just wandering around looking for its mama.
Yeah.
I guess so.
And, it's the first time in the city, you get lost.
I don't know. Hey, she's in her 90 whiteys too. Okay.
Okay,
Have
my
have either of you seen the sequels at all?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen them
And
both.
do they tie in at all, or
No.
Well, Paradox does, sort of.
No.
At the end, yes.
No. That was
One of the
tacked on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Al. It's tacked on. It has no connection. I know it's there, but it's tacked on.
It may not be part of the story, but it's there, which makes it part of the universe.
True, but it's tacked on. Does not excuse that it's tacked on.
But I mean, you could have a story about a couple on a farm in the middle of Oklahoma. New York City exists. You cannot deny it. That Clover exists in Cloverfield Paradox.
All I'm saying, it was just tacked on.
Well, it was.
That's all.
That's the little thing at the end.
I think Cloverfield Paradox should have been its own movie. Just saying. I
enjoyed it for what it was.
I was mostly interested in what was going on in the A plot, but the B plot was just really just slowing it down. Or sorry, the B story. Like whatever was going on in the space station was way more interesting than what was going on in the Earth down below.
yes?
You did more damage than the goddamn thing did.
And there goes the Chrysler Building.
I used to call that thing a sea monkey because everybody was wondering what was it really. And a lot of the marketing, crushed. A lot of the marketing was what everybody was talking about was what the creature looked like or what would it look like. To the point where a lot of people had their own versions of what the creatures would look like. Did you guys know that they also thought that it was a Voltron movie being made?
Yeah, that was weird.
I still don't understand where'd you come up with that idea.
Because somebody misheard a line of dialogue that was in the trailer and thought it had something to do with Voltron.
Oh,
there goes Lily.
And Lily gets away.
Okay, man. Really? You choose this time to kiss her?
Why not? Why not have a time later?
I do like Clover's roars.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, again, it's Mom.
Mommy.
Mom. Oh.
It's the first time they're like seeing it in its.
I like that sound. It is taking some damage.
Here comes the stealths. Carpet bombing.
Firebomb that. Peekaboo.
See, now he found Jesus.
He's
Oh,
apologizing
Jesus,
to Jesus.
I'm sorry, Jesus. Oh, I like that he goes from, yeah, man, that's right, take that monster, to, oh, no. Rashid, hammer down. Target still active.
And how much do we have left in the movie? 15 minutes. This is pretty much real time from here on.
Yeah, like I say, except for a few those cuts when they're looking at the footage.
There goes the pilot. They usually go down first. It's always bugged me about movies like that when it comes to shows like that. The pilots always die.
Well, they take the brunt usually, depending on how it hits.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, hold on, let me get the camera.
And you notice the planes are flying in the opposite direction of where the creature is.
He's frozen in fear.
I would be too if I had that looking at me. This is so radical. This is so gnarly.
Oh, that's a horrible sound.
He could not have tasted so good. He spit him out.
No, he bit half of
Bit
him.
him in half.
Still.
Why are you screaming? He's dead. He's only half a man. Why are you screaming his name? Poor Hud, though. I like Hud. Under a bridge in Central Park.
And we all know it's never good to be on a bridge or under a bridge in this case.
And like I was saying earlier, in a different kind of show or a different kind of movie, I would watch these characters again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Need to get a prequel.
Cloverfield Paradox was his own movie, but it was purchased by Bad Robot, and they changed the name and tacked on the ending. It was originally called God Particle.
Yep. And 10 Cloverfield Lane was originally a screenplay called The Cellar. And it was just the three characters and wasn't connected to Cloverfield in any way.
Yeah, that one had aliens.
John Goodman was so good in that film.
Yes, he was.
I wish I
But
had like a
he's usually good. So
I wish I had
He
like a
pop
bunker like that.
he popularized, or many movies popularized, when somebody shaves their face, always beware, especially if they're not right in the head. There was a episode in Black Mirror where that happened. I was like, oh no, this is gonna happen. Okay.
Black Mirror lost me in the first episode.
The first episode of the
Yeah.
first season?
Yep.
Oh wow. You remind me of somebody who quit on the first episode. Well, the second episode really. I'm
I
surprised I
like
stuck.
I like how he's leaving
Yeah.
the report. It's like he knows that this might survive him or them.
Well, this is the War of the Worlds scene, really,
Hmm.
from the radio show at the reporter. It's
She's
about
so
50 yards to
scared.
my. Yeah.
She really acted out how scared she is.
Yeah.
Her nose is crooked.
What?
Yeah.
Her nose is literally crooked.
Well, yeah. She. Well, okay. That didn't help.
It's not broken. It's literally crooked.
Oh, we're at the beach. This is cool because you get
You do get a scene,
Yeah.
blink once and you miss it. Yeah.
you get to see
There
them.
it goes.
Yep.
I still can never catch it.
It's very subtle.
That's supposedly where the monster comes from, or rather,
Yeah.
what disturbed
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's what it came. Well, I think it came from space, is what the concept is.
Yeah.
And they confirmed it.
Yeah.
It is dead.
And still the best movie directed by Matt Reeves, as far as I'm concerned.
Not JJ.
It's found footage. And I know this is kind of in a weird in between space of found footage, but definitely in the upper 2% of that genre. But just overall a great film. It works on horror, kaiju, just drama, thriller, little mystery. It's got a lot of great aspects to it, and like we talked about a few times, a first class cast. Michael Stahl David.
Yep.
Mike Vogel. And the only music in it is in this credit. Is in the credits.
Geek Flex says it's 1 million times better than the Blair Witch Project.
What they're
I wrote that a million times.
that's apples and oranges, because I
Yeah.
always looked at, and I've brought this up before on other streams, and I know Blair Witch is not a favorite with some people, but I always looked at it as it was a campfire story.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning of the Fog, the John Houseman scene, where he's like telling the scary stories to the kid. I always looked at Blair Witch as being a story John Houseman's character would be telling too. in that film.
But it's
Speak
hard to
nothing of the sequels, though.
it's hard to judge. Right. I mean, Blair Witch, like I said, Blair Witch is like raw footage. This is, well, technically, this is raw footage too.
Yeah.
But this is sci-fi, whereas the other one's like pure horror.
Mm-hmm.
And
My favorite will be
this had a budget.
my favorite will
Whereas
always be-
Blair Witch had no budget.
Yeah, my favorite will always be Troll Hunter.
I want to know, anybody who watched it on my Cosby link, how did that go? Did that work for you guys? If it did, awesome. I can now open up the possibilities.
And another issue, going back to Blair Witch for just a second, is it had too many people trying to compare it to Cannibal Holocaust.
No, not a good comparison.
No,
Yeah.
two totally
Not
different
a
movies.
good comparison at all.
I mean, Blair Witch was really big here because, I live in Maryland.
Mhm.
And so
Blair Witch.
it was a big
A
thing.
lot of people. Sorry, a lot of people hate
go
on
ahead,
Blair Witch. The reason why people hate on Blair Witch mostly because it lost its novelty for its time of being in the sort of the viral marketing
Yeah.
where they pose same thing with Cannibal Holocaust, sure, but like it lost its flair once you know that the people who played in that actually lived,
Oh yeah,
so it lost its novelty there.
Yeah.
because that actually happened on Cannibal Holocaust because the director, they were going to arrest the director for murder because they thought he really killed those people.
Well, they're
they said,
alive.
no,
They're alive. The only thing that
was,
didn't live
yeah.
was the animals. So
No.
he almost went to jail for that.
Yeah.
Geek Flag say he literally walked out of Blair Witch Project. So Torn said it went well, save for the issue at the beginning. Yeah, I don't know what was going on at the beginning there. It gave me some weird numbers, and it kept like start, and then it hit 0 again, and then it kept going. I don't know what that is. Hopefully we'll figure it out. We'll get it. Still got to see it.
Geek said he
That's
couldn't
the
get
good
in.
part.
It cost me.
Huh?
He said he didn't get into the Cosme.
You couldn't get in.
You couldn't get in?
Let me give it a try and see if I can.
I don't know. So Torn got in, I assume.
Well, like I said, my favorite found footage will always be Troll Hunter. I only saw Cannibal Holocaust once, and that's all I needed. Was once.
I have not seen that one yet. I need to.
Same thing with the Human Centipede. I only saw that once, and that's all I needed.
Oh
Which
my
one?
God, that film is so weird.
The Human Centipede.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever see the sequel?
No.
Don't. It is just even more disgusting because they have more
there's
legs.
3 of them all together.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Human Centipede 2
just makes my stomach churn.
is a guy who's a fan of the film decides to try it. That's kind of what happens.
I also seen The Monsters. The Monster is actually not that bad.
Yeah,
Despite
Monsters
being
is
filmed
good.
on one location.
Troll Hunter. So the government were looking for people on the Donald Trump Reddit or subreddit.
No, not that. It's a Swedish film about a found footage extreme tourists, I think, looking for trolls, and they're following this troll hunter. They were filming something, and then they just happened upon trolls, and there's a troll hunter.
Yeah. There was another one that was it called Troll that was kind of popular?
Oh, the Norwegian thing on that.
Yeah,
Netflix,
the Norwegian one. Yeah, I saw that. I enjoyed that. Kind of like that. for what it was, you know. See, now that I do my 10-word reviews, I could do more films.
There's one found footage film.
This is a long
Yeah.
credit sequence.
Y'all still in the credits? I just closed out my
I always let the credits run. It's just what
I
I
let it
do.
run.
Where it's kind of
I
a
guess I'm impatient.
kind of a thing we do here.
I'm having issues getting on to Cosme 2, Al, but number one, Cosme doesn't always work for me, and B, in this case, it didn't matter because I had my own copy. But
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, it worked for Sir Torrin. I don't know if you have to belong to it, like have a membership or not. I don't know. I remember I signed up for it when Troy did it, and I tried it this afternoon, and I was like, "Oh, okay, so that's how that works."
Cosme be weird, yo.
And you know, it has its issues, but it's a nice tool to have when you're not sure if the film is showing anywhere. If the film was if like the film was free on like Amazon or Netflix or Yahoo, I wouldn't have worried about it. I mean YouTube, but
and thank you, YouTube, for notifying me of the live stream that I am on 99 minutes in. So, yeah. Way to go.
I'll get an email like on Sunday morning. I'll check my email,
Mhm.
and it's like you went live. Oh, I did.
No shit.
Seriously, YouTube. No wonder you're in a dumpster fire right now. Almost. No wonder.
Roar, the Cloverfield
Now-
Overture, written by Michael Giancano.
Mhm.
Or Giacchino, whatever.
Chick, yeah. Now, some of these songs were on a limited edition soundtrack album that was sold with the Blu-ray.
I said there's really only one film. I mean, one song, like this, the end, the end theme.
And there's a couple of little snippets in the party scene as well.
Oh, there's more. There's an extra credit.
There's a little bit. There's a line of dialogue in the at the very end.
It says it's still alive or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lies. They confirmed it's dead.
Oh, it's restarting. Okay, well, I can cut it off now then.
Lies.
And I go to my little couch and my little TV with the swimming little. What's that? A seal? I don't know what that is on Cosme, but I can turn it off now. So leave the site. Yes, leave. Thank you. Well, that is Cloverfield, and that is the start of Kai July, or Giant Monster July, however you want to think about it. Next week, what are we watching next week? I don't know what is on tap. Oh, I think it's Child's Play.
Reptilicate. Oh.
No, next week on Netter's Network.
Netter's,
I think it's Child's Play. Yeah, I believe it is Child's Play. Well,
you fucking bitch, you fucking slut. You think you can fuck with me?
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's on Netter's Network. But 2 weeks from tonight, Kai July continues. We are going to have the Pacellis will be back, knockwood, hopefully. And special guest, Evelyn Hampton, who is the reason we are watching Reptilicus. is a favorite of hers. She has been
Wait, am
trying
I
to get
invited?
Troy and Nanette to watch this film forever, and so I kind of conspired with her to do this rewatch to have Troy and Nanette watch it. Did you want to join in?
Sure, it'd be my first time watching it.
Okay.
Yeah, Reptilicus is a fun one. Yeah.
Yeah, Reptilicus is a weird one. It is Denmark's answer to Godzilla.
Yeah.
And it is known to be really great bad movie. So I'm looking forward to it. I've never seen it, so it'll be a first time for me.
It
When he said,
it co-stars a Danish comedian named Dirk Passer, whose character has absolutely squat to do with the film, but he's in it. He's kind of this kind of Jerry Lewis type figure in the middle of this kaiju movie.
Have you seen it, the whole thing?
I've seen it, yeah.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've never seen it. So that'll be a good first watch for me, for Troy and Nanette, and Evelyn will be here, and Wolf 10 would like to join in too. Did you want to join in, Deleted? It's going to be a little crowded. I don't know if...
Sure, absolutely.
Well, you can say no. You don't have to.
No, I'd love to if you can fit everybody in.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, let's play it by ear in 2 weeks. We'll see how that goes.
Sure.
Well, July. It's we'll see how things work for Giant
now,
Monster
could I
July.
possibly steal you away for a watch of Gorgo?
Ooh, Gorgo. Sure.
One day.
When?
Not this year, but probably
One
next
day.
year.
Sure, Gorgo. Yeah, that's the one with the weird finny ears, right?
Yep.
Is that the British?
Yep.
Yeah.
British
I know
answer
Gorgo.
to Godzilla.
Godzilla. Everybody has an answer to Godzilla. Cloverfield was an answer to Godzilla.
Young Gary.
Oh, Young Gary, Monster from the Deep.
Pulgasari.
Pulgasari is
which also
Korean.
inspired Galgameth.
And then I'm trying to think of some other ones out there.
Which, by the way, Galgameth is free on YouTube.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. What's free on YouTube. But
The history of how Galgameth got made.
Okay, but let me run on what's going. And then 2 weeks after that, the third film in Kai July is going to be War of the Gargantuas from Toho. I had to fit at least one Japanese horror film in, I guess. And that's another one that Deleted Scenes and Wolf 10 Media will be joining me for, because the Chellies are going to be getting their Klingon on that night.
Very busy.
July is very very busy for them. So, but we're going to have a lot of fun with that. Coming up this week, tomorrow night on Geek on at 8:00. What's happening? Deleted Scenes.
Well, I am going to have a brand new episode of my show, Unscripted, and it's going to be called Into the Gunverse, and I'm going to discuss the new Superman and Lois casting, and address the rumor that Brendan Fraser may be playing Pa Kent. So, we're going to be going into that.
That could be interesting. And then at 9:00 on Geeky Geezers, Agent Boomer is without Troy Pacelli this week, and he will have two special guests.
Myself, yes.
And me.
Cool.
The Big Al Presents. We're going to, me and Deleted Scenes are going to be honorary geezers this week. So join us on Agent Boomer's channel tomorrow night at 9:00. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm not sure anything on Monday. On Tuesday, which is July 4th, I may be doing a rewatch either on my channel or on Soundtracks with Birdman's channel if he's up to it. He's been having some shoulder issues, so Keep in your prayers. He's going to be having surgery later this month, so spinal surgery to relieve some stuff in there. So yeah, definitely keep him in your thoughts. And but if he's up to it, we are going to be. This is kind of his thing, so I don't know if it's on his channel or not. I'm going to be, for the first time, watching a film that some people may be surprised I've never seen. Jaws the Revenge. That's right. The fourth Jaws movie. I have never seen it. It is known for its awfulness. Looking forward to watching it with soundtracks with Birdman. We had talked about originally, before he started feeling bad, we had talked about doing a marathon of the Back to the Future films. But he didn't think he could really last that long. So we talked about doing 2 Jaws films, Jaws 2 and Jaws the Revenge. I don't know why Jaws 2, but
you mentioned Back to the Future. I'm actually going to do that in August. We're going to talk about all 3 films.
Cool. You doing a rewatch or just talking about them?
Talking about them. Like
Cool.
we did with the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Jurassic Park trilogy.
Yeah. Jurassic Park is a trilogy. Jurassic is 6 films, but there's World and the other one, technically.
Well, I only did the first 3 because none of them are too familiar with the other 3.
Right. Yeah. I actually like them. I mean, I know that they're not as good, but they're the kind of film I can put on my TV screen and just kind of have on and be kind of pleased. I don't know. It's weird. It's like one of those kind of films. There's, I can just have it on for in the background. But if we do the Jaws rewatch, it's kind of might be like around the 1 o'clock range. Like I said, not sure which channel yet. Got to get with him about it because we talked about doing it, but we never decided which channel it's going to be on. Just keep an eye out, and I'll post on Twitter, whatever it is, I guess. But that is Tuesday. Wednesday, anything? You got anything going, Wolf? What's your stuff, Wolfie? What's your night?
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Do you got anything going on Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday? We might talk about something on that day. Might wing it. It might be a chill stream.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll get on and just talk. Yeah, hey, that's cool. A free flow.
And hopefully the fireworks don't start popping during that time. Because not that I'm afraid of fireworks or anything. Just that's gonna be.
Yeah, I like having fireworks in the background.
It's gonna be an inconvenience for me.
I always like New Year's Eve, right? Well, once midnight hits. When I used to live in the country, and everybody starts to go out and start shooting to drive the old year away. It was like some weird country thing. But Tuesdays and Thursdays, keep an eye out for Wolf 10 Media. I forgot deleted scenes. Are you doing the midnight show Sunday? After midnight?
I wasn't originally, but something kind of came up here in the real world here for me that I kind of wanted to address. So I am going to go on probably around the same time as I did last week, about 12:05. I'll be going on.
Okay, so that'll be Sunday night. I try to do this in order, but
that's fine.
It's weird.
One thing I would like to bring up, if I could, real quick. Sure. I am also. I'm actually going to be on 4 live streams tomorrow. I'm going to be joining.
God, man, you are a YouTube warrior.
I am going to be joining Jedi Bill once again for Western Cinema Sunday.
Ooh,
and we are going to be watching The Alamo.
Oh,
John Wayne.
John Wayne. Oh, okay, cool. Because there's like 3 that I know of.
We're going to be starting, since the movie's a little bit longer than the ones we usually play. We're going to start a little bit early. The last time I spoke to him about it, we're going to be starting at about 3:15 Eastern. But don't hold me to that.
I have to check to see.
Usually starts around 4, but we're starting early. This time.
That's a weird time for me, but
I don't have the
that's something I like
doing that no more.
What do you say? So I hope to catch you guys. It's a weird time for me to watch because of just dinner time.
I think my scheduled times has kind of hurt audience attendance, so I may have to adjust some things, like basically just stream on my off days when and whenever.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll mess up the schedule though.
But yeah, like I said, now we're still on Thursday. So Thursday nights at 10, usually Netters Network has her Thursday night things. I'm not quite sure who she may have on this week, but it's always a good time. She brings on YouTubers and kind of
Baron Ormontag is going to be on this week.
Oh, very cool. So we'll learn about what brought him to YouTube, what his history with YouTube is. So that'll be interesting. That then leads us into Friday. Friday at 7:30, I have with Professor Geek on the Professor Geek channel. He and I are doing a book study of the Star Wars Expanded Universe novel Darth Plagueis. We're kind of learning about how Darth Sidious came into being and how Palpatine kind of became who he became. Really cool. It's kind of like a political intrigue kind of thing. It's pretty nice to have that backstory there. I like backstories sometimes with people. So join us there at 7:30, and then of course 10 o'clock on Last Call with Troy Pacelli. I don't know what they're talking about, but or who he's got. But it's always a good time. Troy will sing and drink and get drunk, and he'll definitely sing if you give him money to buy alcohol. He will sing for you. There's something to be said about that. Buy me money and I'll sing. Buy me a drink. But yeah, he'll definitely do that. That of course leads us into Saturday, which hopefully there should be a Second Cup Cafe with Fan Man at 12 noonish. If he has it, he didn't this week, I think, because it's a weird holiday weekend. And that'll of course lead us into Netters Network Saturday night at 10 for, I do believe, it's Child's Play, but I may be wrong. Check her channel out. It's there. I know she's got them up, the next few. So that's the coming week. Anything else you guys want to plug, talk about?
Well, as soon as we're done here, I'm going to run over to Jedi Bill's channel. He has his Saturday night karaoke stream up and running. So if
Awesome.
you're interested in hearing everybody else sing very well and me sing very badly, head on over there and check it out.
Everyone, like I say, someone says, "Well, I can't sing." It's like everyone can sing. It's a matter of being able to sing well. That is the issue. I'm glad that everybody could join us this week. Had a lot of fun. Cloverfield, better movie than I actually do remember it. And I remember really liking it. I really, really liked it. But of course,
I've seen it 5 times already.
Yeah, films with friends always makes the film better because you are with friends, and as Ned always like to say, you guys, you're like family. You're, almost more than friends. Always great to have you guys come here, watch a film with us, put some stuff in the chat. I'm always putting out there, if anybody who doesn't normally stream ever wants to do a movie rewatch on your channel and need a co-host, I like movies. And I'll watch anything, as most people know. Also, I'll have some more reviews coming out as I watch films. I don't know quite what I'm going to review yet until I watch it. I do have a review up for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I'll give you a hint. God, we should know better. And I've got some up for some other films that have been out recently. The Flash, that Jennifer Lawrence film, and Asteroid City. I got one up for that. So
That Jennifer Lawrence movie reminds me of I Love You, Beth Cooper, and I did not like I Love You, Beth Cooper.
never saw that, so I don't know.
It's a teen comedy.
The Jennifer Lawrence film. What's it? I forget what it's called.
No hard
Sorry
feelings.
about-
No hard feelings. It's one of those weird films where I think I gave it 2.5 stars. Real, middle of the road, because her character is so unlikable. But ultimately, I kind of liked it.
So what's Hayden Panettiere in I Love You, Beth Cooper?
Yeah, it's like, why are they? They're writing, and this is the big thing I had with Helena Shaw in Indiana Jones film. They wrote her so unlikable. She's a terrible person.
They're writing every female character unlikable.
And it's not this like, oh, you so like her because she's a strong character. No, she's like has no regard for human life.
Women are supposed to be depicted. They're supposed to say they're trying to say women are very compassionate. I don't see no compassion in some of these characters.
There's no compassion in Helena Shaw, and they're saying, oh, they're gonna make a new franchise with her. It's gonna suck because she sucks. That character already sucks. I have no interest. Oh, I'm so wow. God, I didn't know I had that inside me.
Everybody wants to say that that some of the new Disney princess or Disney female characters today are better than the Disney princesses of old. I'm sorry, but the original Disney princesses, the one thing they got on these new female characters is that they're compassionate.
Now, I will say the Little Mermaid girl, she's good. I don't have anything wrong, but she did nothing wrong. It's some story choices that they made that were wrong, but ultimately, I thought she did a good job. I thought she was a decent Ariel. So
I'm just saying,
I'm saying,
passion.
Yeah, like I said, Helena Shaw, they just wrote the character to be greedy, selfish, and quite frankly, didn't seem to care if somebody lived or died. So I don't see how they could even come to the conclusion that she would carry.
I cannot see how any girl would want to be like that person.
No, it just was badly written character. It's just sad. Now, I liked Indy in it. I liked the first 20 minutes. Just giving you a preview. First 20 minutes. That's old school Indy. That's some awesome, good stuff. But anyway, go see my review. You'll hear the whole thing. I'm not nearly as ranty or as mean sounding, but yeah.
Now, are you going to see the Dune Part 2?
Yeah, I'll see Dune. I like Dune. I like Part 1. Yeah.
Me too. I've seen it so far.
I gave it. Somebody gave me lip because I gave it 3.5 stars. They were upset. How could you give it only 3.5? It's like, because there were some issues, but it's a good film. 3.5 is good. If I give something 3 or more stars, that is a good film. And even if I give something 2.5, I can recommend it. Below 2 is 2. I mean, 2.5 is where you get to the creaky area. 3.5 stars, that's a darn good film. So hush.
Right.
I'm gonna do one of these days. I'm gonna take a note from deleted scenes and do an explanation of my star system, because it is kind of like it is kind of in a weird curve thing. Like the higher you go, it's a smaller area of difference.
Oh yeah,
quality.
because Go ahead.
Like between 1.5 and below, that is a wide section of awfulness. You can have like horrible, up to it's just a bad movie. But then you start to get into 2 stars, lots of problems, but it didn't make me want to, shoot anybody. 2.5, I can recommend. 2.5 is kind of a C plus to a B minus, and then you kind of go up from there.
Yeah, the way I hit on it was, and I've kind of changed my rating system a few times over the years, but what I hit on was okay, Hollywood, if you're going to get political, then I'll call you on it. So I automatically take a star off of everything.
Yeah.
Because two can play at that game. And then the way I looked at it was 4 stars is worth buying full price on 4K.
Mm-hmm.
3.5 stars is worth paying full theater price, which I know is not easy for a lot of people of late. 3 stars is like a rental. 2.5 is wait for streaming and make sure you can get it for free.
Yeah.
Below that, don't even bother.
Yeah, for me, for 2.5 and up, I could recommend, and it's basically decent. It's not like a dumpster fire. Like Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny, I gave 2.5. It's not a bad movie. It's a bad Indiana Jones movie, but it's not a bad movie. If it were Alan Quartermain in the Dial of Destiny, it's a pretty not a bad little film.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's not a bad little film. Helena Shaw character is a waste, and her little friend is a waste. But like I said, if they can make that first 20 minutes, if you can tack on another 60 minutes of that, you've got yourself a film. But yeah, the deep fake stuff looked good. The action was a little weird with it, but overall, yeah, first 20 minutes, I recommend. First 20 minutes would have gotten 4 stars easy. And that's on par with Temple of Doom, which gets 4 stars in my book. But that's enough of that. I once again, glad everybody joined us tonight. Once again, thank you, Wolf 10 Media. Thank you very much, Deleted Scenes, for joining me. See you again in another couple weeks. You get joining for Monster Movies. Can't promise anything after that. Usually when I get into the 4 to 5 people range, it gets a little weird for some reason. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes in a couple of weeks. But take care, everybody. I hope you have a very happy and safe 4th of July weekend. God bless America. Learn the history. And I cannot believe it's July. June went by in a flash.
Mm-hmm.
And so did the movie Flash. Kind of went by really quick, too. I don't think that's going to be around much longer.
Oh, no. Gary messed up the timeline again.
What is it with the whole thing with timelines now? Every film, Marvel's doing it, DC is doing it, and Indiana Jones is playing with the timeline. Come on, just do a movie.
Please.
Take care, everybody. Stay safe. You guys got any final words you want to say?
I'll go
be excellent to one another.
Yeah, be good to one another. You got something to leave, Scenes?
And I will go out with my usual outro. Good night. Take care. Stay strong, because this is how we win.
And my usual outro is find something fun to watch and take care. God bless you guys.